You are now tuned in to the Talk Your Shit podcast. You are now tuned in to the Talk Your Shit podcast.
Yo, welcome to the Talk Your Shit podcast, where we talk a lot of shit about a lot of shit, but we don't talk about is politics and religion, but we do talk about is people in politics and religion. I'm your man Jo. I'm the captain of the ship tonight. This is a special birthday show for moi. Yes,
Yo, happy
that is
birthday.
French for me. Yes,
Happy
sir.
birthday.
We're gonna do all guys edition tonight, boy. We are in the building. You hear me? To my right, I got my man Wink in the building. Next to him, we got my man Harvey. Harvey 4172 83745
on IG, baby.
We got my man Jake in the building from the Just Different podcast, and my man Vern. Yes, sir. So how everybody doing, man? It's been a minute since we've been on. Yeah, it's been a minute since we all been in the same room together, huh?
I feel so honored, man.
Yo, check it out. What's been going on with you, Jay? You good?
I'm cooling, brother.
Okay.
Loving my brothers, loving the brothers.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
So
Happy birthday,
Vern,
my brother.
you gonna hear Vern and Jay all throughout this, but they in the background, singing in the background. They in the background right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Hey, Vern. So what's up with you, man? How you doing, my guy? What you been up to,
Hey,
man?
I'm blessed.
Yes,
I'm blessed
sir.
to be in the presence of you fellas, enjoying this evening on this great.
In the presence of greatness? Well, we ain't greatness yet.
On this
we ain't greatness yet, but we getting there.
If we ain't dead yet, we still chasing.
We gonna get there. What's up, Wink? What's up with you, man?
If there ain't no promise.
Wink, what's up with you, man? You good?
Hey, man.
We got the grills. He got the grizzles. The grizzles. That's something new for me, boy.
Gangsta grill.
Okay.
Get the real grill fixed.
Okay, yes, sir.
But
gotta do
man,
that.
everything, man. Chilling. It's been a minute. Glad to be back in the studio.
Tonight we
glad to be in the presence of great black men, man. Black excellence, man.
We just trying to do what we
put our best foot forward.
Hey, listen. It's just, it's going to be a good night tonight, though. I feel like it's going to be a good night tonight. So, listen, we got a few things I want to talk about. But first, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. I really need to talk about the Oscars, dog. I mean, we just got to talk about it. We got to start there. We have to start there. I mean, there's no other place we can start.
I thought it was going to be the whole show.
Listen, it might be. It might be. But listen,
this show is really going to slap.
So I'm pretty sure that everybody has seen what happened at the Oscars. Chris Rock made a hair joke about Jada. Will seemed like he was okay at first, but then he ain't like that shit. He walked right up on stage, smacked the nigga in his face. And Mike Lowry his way right on back to the seat.
Nah, it wasn't even Mike Lowry. It was the dude from. It was Jim West. He
came
back in the Wild West.
He came, fixed his jacket while he was walking away. He was kind of smooth on the walk away. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was kind of smooth. He did him out on the walk away. He was kind of smooth on the walk away. Like he smacked the nigga and then said, "You ain't gonna do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk away. I'm gonna do this because this is just how smooth I am." That's what he did.
And got away with it.
I just
he done assaulted another man on national television
like
for millions of people to see with no charges.
With no charges.
Honey. Not at all. That might be the first time in Niggerdom, man.
That ass.
All I know
he
is
really smacked this man
on live television. No charges.
Cursing.
Oh, curse.
Yes, twice.
And was able to stay seated in the front row.
And win an award.
And
give a speech and an apology to the Academy. Give an apology, not to Chris Rock, to the Academy for his behavior and why he did it.
Because love will make you do some crazy things.
Hey, man.
He got real emotional with that joke. Listen.
End of the day, Chris Rock was a culmination of the year and a half tumultuous relationship that him and Jada had. I promise you.
Niggas is like,
I'm on national television, possibly can win an award, and you gonna say a joke about my wife's hair?
Niggas said, man,
come on, man, you put me in a spot, make or break.
Yeah,
right.
Niggas
As
like,
a man,
you really did.
Make or break me, man. I had a rough year. You know my memes and my jokes and everything. And you gonna make a joke about my wife at this point on the biggest stage, on this stage, on one of the biggest stages. I feel you. On my life, I feel you.
Yeah,
you gonna make a joke of my wife, so you gonna put me in that predicament.
And I look at it like this though, like, remember that one kid that got bullied all the time in school? And like one day that bully made that one, like, press that little one too far. That's exactly what happened at the Oscars.
Let me nip that position in the bud right now.
What's up? You was the bully?
No.
Okay.
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh man,
he is not
Chris
the
Rock.
But listen,
man, from all his roles and where he came from. Naturally, from Chris Rock, from where he came from, right? He's Pookie.
No, that means he don't take shit.
Come on, bro.
That means he don't. A crackhead would not take that shit.
No.
You tell me a crackhead would take a
if you look at Chris Rock's stance before Will Smith, if you look at his stance before he came up there, he knew something was about to happen.
Yeah, he like, well, what's going on? He like,
if you watch his stance,
whoa. Say that again.
He was on pins and needles. He was like,
he said,
what's about?
Because he said,
like,
he even said,
he said up here. He knew the walk wasn't good.
On the walk, wait a minute, on the walk up there, he say,
Oh, he already knows. It's different. You're not coming up here to talk.
Right. We said black men of stature, right? We supposed to have integrity. Now, be honest. If we shooting the dozens, cutting jokes at one another, and we make a joke about another one's old lady
or their mama,
walk up, we gonna initially draw up if we're not prepared for what's going to happen. That's why I'm saying the stage. There's no way in the world you can have $100 million men with $100 million lawyers allow some shit like that to go on.
Will Smith has never been like that, bro. Will Smith is not someone to cuss on live television.
That's what I'm saying.
Will Smith is the type that'll cry on national television before he do that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He's never said you're gonna keep my fucking wife's name out your mouth.
No, but that ain't
now here's the thing. Wait a minute.
Come on, bro.
Here's the thing. What's interesting enough is
on national television at the Oscars.
Wait a minute. Listen, bro. Really? People that know Will have come out and said Will don't even like profanity unless he's in a movie.
Man.
No, unless he's in a movie, unless he's doing a movie and stuff like that.
He broke down, man.
He is,
The spot that it happened at the Oscars.
People have
the epitome of an actor.
I seen
rapper, whatever, changing careers.
He's a mogul.
Yeah, but you feel what I'm saying?
No,
come on, bro.
I seen this on
TikTok. You make after you know what he's seen, everything that we've seen as regular people online.
All right, hold on, man. What you got?
I seen this on TikTok today. I'm just not joining TikTok. You know, I got one step at a time. I got
go ahead. Okay, TikTok.
And
don't do it to me.
They showed pictures of him. They said this was pre-Oscars of him and Jada posing, and then on the caption they said about to be toxic and stuff like that.
Who with Jada and Will?
This is pre the Oscar. So
hey, listen,
you talking about Jada and Will?
Yeah, they were posing her Oscar gown. And they were posing pre-Oscars, and they put some posts up on like their Instagrams or their IG.
And I saw a meme that said, that said. Tupac would have shot him.
Yeah, I saw that. I agree.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by the smack. Pac would have shot him.
Pac would have shot him.
Got him out of there. He would have got him out of there. He would have 86 him.
Pac would have shot him, Will.
Yeah, but listen, all right, so wait a minute. So how you think it was staged, right?
I swear it was staged.
So I was on that same accord, right? So
no,
when I first saw it, I was like, man, this shit can't be real, right? But then here's what kind of threw me into another realm with that, because after he did it, he said, I'm gonna keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth and all that shit. if you notice how Chris Rock reacted
Twice.
to the
I
whole
am.
thing, and he's
I
like,
am.
"I am," and then he said,
I am.
and then he was just
I
he
will.
was at a loss because
Yeah.
he was like, "Well, okay," and he just kept saying like for a few seconds.
Yeah, but it cut the
and
commercial.
yeah, because he didn't know what to do.
Right.
So that's where I think I'm thinking that jump wasn't really staged. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
because if it was staged, I'm thinking he would have came back and been like, he would have been.
No, if you
more
see all the
easy.
He would've
cutscenes
known what it
behind the
said.
scenes and all the shit that happened in between the smack and the show carrying on, there's a lot of interaction with other actors and the whole nine with Will Smith talking to him, consoling him. You
But
feel
that's
what I'm
another
saying?
point they made. They said, "How is
So
it?"
I think it's
that
a
he was
breakdown
mic'd up?
moment.
How is it that Will was mic'd up so you can hear what he was saying?
So when
Because
you say,
in honesty, when you attend the awards, everybody don't have on mics. So if you're in the general
But
audience,
was he mic'd up, or was he just loud enough for the mic to pick him up though? Because in essence, it's just a boom mic, I think. Because I don't think Chris had a because he ain't had nothing in the ear. Because if he did, he smacked.
But he had the microphone right in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Did Chris have a microphone? I don't think he had a microphone.
Or that he was talking to. He wasn't talking into no mic.
No, I don't think so. I think
he
it was
probably
just a boom
had
mic.
it clipped onto his vest.
He could have had it clipped on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said
Either way, I think that John would. If it was real, that John would have.
They said no, but
he would have knocked that bitch loose.
That clip strong. That clip strong. That's a gorilla glue clip. That's a gorilla glue clip.
Stop playing. All I'm saying is this: how much would it cost for you to eat a punch? That's the real question.
I mean, it wasn't even a punch,
though. It wasn't even a punch, though.
Stop.
It wasn't even a punch, though.
Slap. How much would it cost for you to eat a slap? Be honest.
But they're saying as a black man, that's the worst disrespect that you could do to another black. Outside of spitting on them. Outside of spitting on them.
But see,
it's a smack.
This is my thing though. If he really wanted to disrespect Chris,
come on, bro.
If he really wanted to disrespect Chris,
he'd have came from his boat buck with backhand.
He'd have backhanded that.
That's what I'm saying.
Even still,
with my powder.
If he really wanted to disrespect,
just to let you
just
know.
wasn't enough.
He hit him with he said, "With my powder, Jada, with my powder."
Y'all born in propaganda school.
Oh, you didn't laugh at that joke. Boo, that's not funny to you. She had this. Did you see her face? She let that nigga know that shit wasn't funny. Cut scene. Hey, he was smiling when he said it. They cut scene. You look at Jada's face before they cut scene. She wasn't happy.
She wasn't happy at all.
She wasn't happy.
But I'm gonna tell you the funniest part of the whole situation. What is I forget the young lady's name that was sitting behind Will.
The girl that played the Black Panther.
The girl that was in Black Panther.
That's gonna be the new Black Panther.
Her face.
Oh, she knew what was good. She's like, I'm so impressed at Will. She's like, I'm impressed with Will. She looked at you like, I'm impressed with you. And then you hold up. Then you came back and sat down at the Oscars like it was nothing.
She said,
and then won an award.
She was like, "How Will?"
But hold up. Then to find out that they asked him to leave, and he ain't leave.
It's Will Smith. He ain't gonna leave.
Come on, bro.
Who asked him to leave?
I'm gonna tell you what he said.
The Academy.
I'm gonna tell you what he said. I can buy you.
He said, "I'm Will
Google
Smith."
It.
No, he said I can buy you. That's exactly what he said. He said
But Google it.
The Academy asked him to leave.
So let's talk about this.
I didn't hear that.
Let's talk about
Let
that.
me get-
That's
I'm
not fact. That's
King
not
Richard.
fact. But hold up, that's not facts though. They didn't ask him to leave after the smack.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
You
don't know.
Google
I don't know.
Google it.
I wouldn't be
It's
surprised.
online. It's
And
online.
two, it was just like I can buy you.
Check me
I'm
like
real,
Facebook.
Check me like Facebook.
Check me like
I'm real,
Facebook.
the Fresh Prince.
So all right. So let's
Smith.
let's talk about this though. How about the fact that this black man let another black man come smack him and didn't do nothing about it?
That's what I'm trying to say. A
We
crackhead
scrubbing.
would do that.
Hey, you know what?
We
Ain't
scrapping
nobody
our
black
books.
hosting or being accepted for awards after this show.
What you gonna say
It's
is,
about to be
he
turned
hit me
out
first.
right here.
He
You
hit
gonna
me
whoop
first.
my ass, but we scrubbing out here.
He got this up.
We
He hit me
scrubbing.
first.
I saw a meme that said, I saw a
You're
meme
not
that-
gonna do that on
Hey.
live television with millions of
No,
people and
nah.
think that I'm a soft cat
I
because
saw
I tell funny jokes.
I saw a meme that said Chris
Huh?
Rock. Listen,
You feel what I'm saying?
and Bird.
Hey, man, don't get it ever twisted because I tell funny jokes.
Hey,
Don't
Bird.
mean.
I heard the
Hey,
listen,
man, come on,
Bird.
bro.
Bird, I saw a
Chris
meme
Rock looked like he was about to get in his stance and get right on.
Bird, I saw. Hey, listen. Yeah, listen.
You look
I
like
saw-
he's about to get right
I saw a
on.
meme that said,
But you gonna mess up my
He
money.
said Chris Rock better than me because Chris Rock better than me because If it was me, I'd have embarrassed the whole black community out there.
Hey man,
but
the way that
Wait a minute, man. I mean,
but the way that the
I'm
world
trying
is
to
right
tell you
now,
that.
the way that the world is right now, they're gonna feel sorry for Will Smith more so than Chris
of
Rock.
course.
Shit,
Of course.
Hello?
Most times.
Hello? Are we on the same wavelength?
All right,
You
hold
don't
on.
believe that?
Hold on. All right, Javi,
What's your belief?
I mean, hold on, bro.
Chris Rock the bronze medalist. Why you ain't gonna smack the gold medalist, the silver medalist? You gonna smack the bronze medalist?
See the
They
bronze
the gold.
medalist?
August Alsina the silver. You gonna smack that
Who the
motherfucker?
gold? If
Oh,
August
Jada
out
the gold. She
huh?
deserved to smack. She one should be smacked.
Well, yeah, August
Oh,
out
We don't
I ain't
we don't we don't
gonna get into that.
condone
I ain't gonna
domestic
get
violence.
into that.
No.
She fucked August Alsina. And
Yeah.
August Alsina fucked her.
I'm
And
not
she
gonna.
was
I'm not gonna
Will's
say
wife.
any.
What are y'all talking about?
I understand what Harvey's saying, and I'm not gonna justify any of the violence.
Oh,
but I
shit,
will
man.
say,
What we gonna be violent
but
about
what
that?
I
We
will
gonna be
say
violent about that.
is, I think Will's response was a culmination of the year
Of the year,
of
yeah.
memes, jokes
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
everything
behind that,
that
yeah.
was associated with the round table.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
we
the
right
joke,
before
he's the
that.
meme, he's the face. Right?
Yeah.
And on the stage that we're at today,
Who was
he
more,
wouldn't
who was
think.
more disrespectful?
What you mean?
What
Who
you
was more
mean?
disrespectful out of the three? This is the question. Now, this is gonna be
I
the
think
whole outlet.
Chris Rock just
Chris
was.
Rock,
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, saying the wrong things.
Because Will initially laughed. I mean, he received some kind of enjoyment.
Here's the thing.
It might have been a dry humor laugh.
Right. It might have been
As a husband,
and
like,
also, hold
okay.
on, Ver. It also could have
I
been.
watched that show.
It
I
coulda-
watched the first one. You feel me?
It also could have been a
Deadass.
laugh like, nigga, I'm about to fuck you up. I'm only laughing because I don't want to do this. But when he saw his wife, the rage just like saying, "Fuck that, man. You know what? I gotta do something now."
Right.
Now me,
I get that.
Now me. I'm gonna tell you what I would have done. Like, be honest with you.
But that was his
Like,
night, though. This was his
wait a
night.
minute. Listen.
Hey,
What I would have done was be
So
honest
all
with.
that shit
But see,
shouldn't even happen
I got a little bit
off of that
background on it too. But at that point, I'd have been like, the first thing I'd have said was, "All right, my nigga, that's enough." You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. Cut that shit out.
Right.
Or I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a warning before I slap the shit out of you. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Hey.
But I also heard that they've been through this whole thing before.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
They've had other issues.
Yeah, I've heard they've had other issues.
They've had other issues.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Chris Rock and Will and his wife, him talking about his wife and all that stuff. Okay. So that's just what I heard. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I've heard. I've heard that from a couple people though. I've heard that from a few people.
Who are these people?
Who are
these people?
Just people I talk to. I mean,
saying, these like people associated with these people.
Just people that just be in.
They reputable people. They reputable.
It's just people that be in celebrity news and shit like that. Nothing like. I don't know Wendy Williams.
We not all
like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm just saying it's just people I talk to about
man.
the whole thing or whatever. But I've heard that he's been through. You know what I'm saying, like this situation before, and plus. She has an autoimmune disease that attacks her hair. That's the whole point.
She got alopecia.
So it turned into alopecia because she has an actual autoimmune deficiency, and it attacks her hair. So it could turn into something else. I talked to a medical person about this shit too because they hit me with that part, and I was like, well, that is fucked up. If she got.
But what if he don't know? Because I heard.
Well, that's what he said. He said he didn't know, but other people are like. He knew that shit, but I don't know.
How did he know that?
He knew what?
I don't know because she talked about it.
First and foremost.
Yeah, she also said, "I don't care if people make jokes about my hair."
Well, I don't know. She said she talked about it on.
her say that.
She said she talked about it on her Red Table Talk.
Yeah, but she said, "I don't care if people make jokes about my hair."
So somebody said Chris Rock talked about her the last Oscar when she wanted to boycott the awards.
That joke was hilarious too. Chris Rock went back and was like, Jada was boycotting the Oscars, and he was just like, "All right, cool. That's like me boycotting Rihanna's panties.
Yeah,
I wasn't invited." It was hilarious, But it's
at the time.
I mean, the joke is still funny to this point, to this day, right? So this is the thing that I want to bring up, right? We put these celebrities on this great big bright pedestal, right? Forgetting that they're normal human beings, right? So when you really sit back and you look at it, right? First and foremost,
they regular people with bags, bro.
What is Chris Rock?
He pookie.
He's pookie.
That
But
pookie
what is his profession?
He was a bottom to me. He was a bottom of the barrel actor that's made it all the way. So you talk about grind and hustle, right? You think about bottom of the barrel and think about the movie that he played in to help him make it. New Jack City.
Yeah, he started way at the
Come
bottom.
on, bro. All right, let's keep it 100, right? That a movie that's a classic for old people, that old niggas that know how everything panned out during that time frame.
Right.
He was the bottom. Hey, you feel me? Let me get that. Come on, man. He made it.
He made it, right?
He's made it, man. However you paint this picture,
he's the comedian first, right? He's known for being a comedian, right? What is the comedian's job?
Make people laugh.
Make people laugh. Make people laugh out of serious situations, right?
But in most instances,
Mike is right here.
In most instances, they say that there's a line to be crossed by comedians that shouldn't be crossed, which is usually like illnesses, like cancer or some shit like that. Like, come on now, like. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he didn't know, that's one thing. But if he knew and he crossed that line, that's a line.
Bro,
that he probably shouldn't
I get it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I get it, right?
So
let me go back.
A comedian has the wherewithal to make any type of joke. Comedians make all types of crass jokes.
I don't believe that.
No, when the last time you seen a comedian slapped on stage? Don't tell me you've seen it a lot of times.
When is the last time
security is going to debo them?
Nah, the last time I saw somebody try to get out of comedian was when. No, it wasn't at the Oscars. It was at a Laugh Factory jump when my man DC Young Flash got busy with dude in the crowd. That was the last time I seen.
But what did he talk about though? What did he talk about? I mean,
it doesn't matter if somebody gets offended to the point where they want to resort into a physical altercation at a comedian. Yeah. Like, how low are you going though?
Spiritually. How low are you emotionally?
Brent, I get it.
But that's like fight him. But that's like where are you? So wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. Let me just say this, and I'm bringing something personal. Okay. Because I know y'all. Right. But I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it, right? Right. So if a comedian talked about your pops, right, you wouldn't get mad about that shit?
It depends on what he said.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying, right there.
I understand, but he said something that just ain't.
And my pops just passed.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
So depending on what he said, but if he said something partially realistic that I related to, I would see the humor in it and laugh at, because this is what I'm saying. If you go out to a gathering,
I'm not talking about but if he said, but what if I can't even really.
Yeah, it's hard to relate.
It's hard to relate, but
that joke wasn't that hard of a joke. That's all I'm saying. That wasn't a joke that pushes you over the edge.
I don't know though. I mean, but Vern said it. But listen, Vern said it. He said he think it was a culmination of just the whole round shit. It's the build up.
I'm tired of being bullied.
Yeah,
that was Will's.
I'm tired of this shit.
Oscars, there's time and place for everything. And Negroes know that better than anything else.
But is it
if you black, you already know you can do some things, some places, and some places.
Okay, so
I don't care how much money you got.
So here's the thing, right? So
the idea.
So here's the thing. So why are we bound to? Why are we as black people bound to having to do things at the right time in the right place? Wait a minute. When there's no boundaries on white people to do that shit. Okay. There's no boundaries because they are. Wait a minute. Because they are the definition of rage at any fucking time they want to fucking do it. The Capitol insurrection, right. Fucking anything you can think of in history. Like Emmett Till. I mean, they was raised because some white girl said he did something to her. They chased this boy down. Beat him, hung him, and did all this other shit. But it was okay to do that type of shit. But because, and I understand it was black on black violence. I understand that shit, but
it's just violence.
But is it is it? I mean, do we have to? Why do we have to step on eggshells? Like I remember, it was an issue with these the ladies on one of the shows, The View or whatever it was, and it was Sherry Shepherd, I think it was. Right. She said she didn't want to go off on this white lady because she didn't want to be the angry black woman, right? But why do we have to step on eggshells? Why do we not have to be? Why do we have to think about shit like that when they're blatantly being disrespectful?
Okay, I got
you. Understand what I'm saying? Like when people are blatantly disrespectful to you, why does it have to be? Why do I have to walk on eggshells? Or why do I have to sit here and watch myself because somebody else might think something else?
Look,
you know what I'm saying? When in history we've known that it ain't us that really starts the violence. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a great question.
So I mean, you know,
no, I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down in 2 words to show you how great this is, because this is very simple. Okay.
Okay.
The 2 answers to that question is narrative and access.
Okay.
See, the thing is that we as a conscious, you got to be lineal conscious. You got to build off of past experience. You got to build off of history to understand where you are at in the present. And in the present, in this society, the narrative is white supremacy. It always has been, always will be.
I understand
the narrative that the society exists.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, access. We know that in fact that any black person that's getting to the bag is going to value their access over any superficial sacrifices they got to make. He's at the Academy Awards. He's at the Oscars. Let me say the right thing. He's at the Oscars. It was the Oscars, right? What was
Same
it?
thing.
It was at the Oscars. It was at the Oscars.
It's an Oscar that you get. I think it's at the Academy Awards is the thing, but the Oscars what you get.
Okay. So with that, his first point of reference by being a Negroid, by being of the African descent, the Native American descent, whatever you want to call it,
but
is to think about my access. And will I be restricting my access, or will I be gaining my access, or what will I be doing to my access before I act?
Let understand this, right? So we got to think about that shit, right? When white people don't think about this shit.
No, because the narrative is white supremacy.
But why?
Whites can do whatever they want.
But it's because listen, because in the last month or so, white people have been doing whatever the fuck they want to because Governor Glenn Youngkin in Virginia said it's against the law or whatever in Virginia to teach for teachers in the school to teach critical race theory,
right?
Which is basically just Black History outside of Black History Month, for real, right?
Not really.
American.
So,
history.
but they make it seem like it's something bigger than what it is, right? Wait a minute, they make it seem like it's something bigger than what it is. The governor of Florida just signed a bill that says, "Don't say gay bill," so you can't talk about it in school. Right. I mean, what I'm saying is they whatever they feel like they want to do, they fucking do it.
Right.
This insurrection of last year. Listen, I'm be honest with you. I had nothing to. I had no experience of it, but I'm gonna tell you who did. The guy to me to the right. He was in the Capitol at the time.
Right.
And I understand this. I've talked to him about it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't feel the way he felt at that day because white people wanted to storm the Capitol because they didn't agree with something. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But a year later or 2 years later, or whatever it is, a year later, one person is just starting to go on trial for that.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But there's no seemingly no justice to follow what oh my God. Oha, is he coming? Okay. Oha Guru, that's what that is. So what I'm saying is why are we always stepping on eggshells? Actually, to be honest with you, at some point I think the only way for us to progress the way we want to progress or get to where we need to get to, we might need to be like some angry black folks, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying go out here and riot and throw shit and storm the Capitol or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is we might have to stop restraining ourselves and being polite about what we want and start actually doing shit and taking action and just saying fuck it because we need to do it because you know what I'm saying these people need to know that we not for play right here. You know what I'm saying? Because if we sit around,
how do you
first and
grow to
foremost,
this? How do you go to this point of perspective from the equation of two black men having an altercation?
because you said it's not the time or place,
Right.
and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, why do we have to wait for a time and place for us to defend ourselves or defend our woman or defend anything that we think we should be defending as far as black men? Now, like again, I said I do believe that he probably should have took other measures for that. Like I said, he probably should have said, dog, this ain't the way to go. I gonna need you to move on before I come slap the shit out of you because this is out of bounds right now. Like I think he should have warned him, but you know, it's just I mean, people react in different ways the way they react. You know what I'm saying? Like so I can't blame that man for reacting that way because that's how that man wanted to react.
You can't, but
you know what I'm saying? So I just would have done it a different way before I went out and slapped the shit out of him. I'm not saying I would have slapped the shit out of him. I'm just telling you that I'd have been like, Doug, I'm gonna need you to move on. And if you keep joking about my wife, we're gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I would have done. But
I'm securing my bag.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm securing my bag.
The essence of a man before he's black or white. Let's do this. Let's break the dynamic of racial. Let's break the dynamic of racial. This is O.R. Guru speaking now.
You know, everything break down. It's so racial.
So break down the
What
dynamic of racial.
is a boomerang when
any man?
why it was always like racial? It's racial.
The essence of any man is his bag. What my brother to the left of me just said, Wink said, it's his bag. So what I'm saying is if Williard wasn't twisted off of the liquor, and he was not.
No, he
Williard wasn't out of his mind. If he didn't look inebriated, that means he was cognitive of what he was
He
doing.
really was.
And
I think he was. But the anger
what would have been the result or the reaction of what I am about to do? Am I losing access? Am I losing money? Because if he had immediately came out and said, I'm not pressing charges, all his lawyers would have been on the phone. Everybody be like, nigga, this is an easy bag to pick up. He struck you on national television. Mm-hmm. So it had not been that type of relationship. But he knew he could get away with what he wanted to do.
Oh, he
had posted before the Oscars, they about to go viral. They about to be all this, that, and third. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I lean to the side of it being staged. Because ain't no black man, especially no Pookie, that take no slap and not at least cock up. And say,
I'm not. I think. But see, here's the thing: that you say the bag, right? So I think at that point, I honestly think at that point, because sometimes there are people who, in the fit of rage or in the fit of adrenaline flowing, they think about shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, because I know, in my later life, in my later adulthood, I tend to think about certain things before I react to other things. And
that's maturity.
The biggest thing I think about is the three little ones that I have, right? Mm-hmm. So more than anything, before I react to a certain circumstance, I think about them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there are some times where anger gets a hold of me and I don't think about shit except for solving that problem right there.
Yeah.
Which is very rare, okay? Right. But I think in that moment that Chris Rock, you talk about the bag, right?
Right.
Chris Rock is sitting there and he's on one of the biggest stages,
right,
at the Academy Awards, and saying, "If I attack this man, I might fuck up my bag."
Man, I will give you that. I will give you that. Come on.
Now you got to look at it like this too. I'm coming from a sports perspective on this one now, right?
Yes, sir. Always come back to sports, baby. That's how you know you're a coach. Come on,
that me,
right? You know it.
So
I think I equate everything to football. But go ahead.
Football, basketball,
it equates. It just
soccer,
happens.
whatever, hockey, whatever the case may be, right? So you got Will smacking the shit out of Chris, right? What's my man? Burfict used to play with the Bengals, right?
Vontae Burfict,
one of the dirtiest players that I've ever seen, right? When he smacked somebody, blindside somebody, boom, no penalties called, right? Against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who got the penalty when they reacted? Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's never the
It's always the
first.
second
It's
one.
never the first person that
It's
gets in
always the
trouble.
second person.
It's always the second person that has the most severe penalty of all time. Going back to the Malice in the Palace.
Yep. It was the
Somebody threw a cup of beer.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the initial event.
Yeah.
The initial event started with one person throwing a can of or cup of beer on Ron Artest.
Yeah.
Ron Artest then goes and reacts because that's disrespect.
And guess who was right behind him?
Oh, my man Jack. Shout out Jack.
You know Jack. I don't fuck with Jack.
As Jack was right behind him. As Jack was right behind him.
My man Jack was right behind him.
Jack was right behind him.
Shout out to the Big Three Championship trilogy. Shout out D Sweet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like,
give us a sponsor.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, and that's what it is. Okay, let me take the time out right now. But speaking of sponsors, this show is brought to you today by TNT Logistics. You can follow them on Instagram at T Logistics. All your courier needs. Check us out. But back to regular schedule.
That's what I'm talking about. Get that in.
And it was just crazy because it's not like I said.
No, I didn't go.
It's never that first person. So it's always the second one, right? So when you're trying to secure that bag, and the ultimate goal in life is to keep progressing, right?
Right.
The way that American society has developed and the whole cancel culture and all that other bullshit, how that's come along, you know what I'm saying? Like, now everybody wins, right?
Right.
Chris doesn't react.
Right.
People he keeps his following, right?
Right.
Will defends his wife.
Right.
His shit maximizes now.
He's now no longer emasculated.
Because now he is.
He was emasculated.
Because now he is he's the face of black male love.
So here's the thing, right?
You know what I'm saying?
So I agree with you on most of the fronts, right? I have seen some women say, "Well, he attacked that man," blah blah blah, whatever. Right? But that doesn't matter because he's looking for most, not some, right?
Right.
He's looking for most, not some. Because I've seen a lot of women say that's how you protect your wife. I want a man that protect my wife. But I'm gonna tell you who else got the bag off this show too. Was Chris Rock.
Yeah, because they say ticket sales.
Because his ticket sales are off the roof.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you who
because of the sympathy they feel.
I'm gonna tell you who else gonna secure the bag from this incident.
Jada?
Tony Rock, because Tony Rock says I'm not accepting his shit. Tony Rock now needs to go on tour and say I'm gonna talk about this situation in his show, so he can go ahead and get his shows sold out.
Right.
So that people want to go see him too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to see, okay, Tony, you the little brother, what you going to say about this situation? You know what I mean?
What would you have done if he was your big brother?
Right. So everybody get that back now.
The breakdown is win-win situation.
Oh.
Will get his masculinity
Guess who else?
Old boy ticket sales go through the roof.
Yeah,
Chris Rock ticket sales
your little younger brother, because he said, because he getting into the mix, because he gonna say that's like saying if somebody attack me, right? Somebody attack me, whatever. My little brother gonna be like, nah, fuck that. Let's go. Let's do that shit. Let's go see them people. So his star rises. You know what I'm saying? Amongst people, like, because he ain't gonna have that for his brother.
Right.
So his star rises. You know what I'm saying? On some other shit, right? Let me tell you who else get the bag, right? Because now, Jada says, hold on, Will. Let's not talk about this right now.
Let's go to Red Table.
Let's go to Red Table. She already said it. She put the zipper lip on him already. And said, let's not talk about this no more until we're going to exclusively talk about this on the Red Table Talk. So now everybody going to be like, oh shit, let's go to Red Table Talk and see what the really's going on.
You know why that's deep though? That's deep because the truth about it is in a relationship. When you in a relationship and you moving through society, you coexist out one another. You flux and flow.
Yep.
So when this nigga got up, they show, I seen this all on TikTok. You know I'm new to TikTok. And they show she didn't even turn her head. She didn't even turn her head like, nigga, what are you doing?
No, she did not.
She didn't do none of that. He
did like that
down and she like, okay. But she wasn't the traditional African American woman, like, nigga, you about to blow the bag. What the fuck?
But she did not, because she knew at that point. Because see, Jada's smart.
I agree with that.
Jada's real smart.
She's fucking genius.
So she says, he about to go do something. That's okay.
I think she might say go do something.
Because when he get back, we're gonna do this all on Red Table Talk when he get back.
Yeah, we need to
when he come back from this show, we
need to do hot topic.
This
This
is gonna be the hottest topic.
And check this shit out
for the next month.
Yeah, check this shit out. You ready?
And they're not gonna do the show till probably 2 months from now.
Right, exactly.
And every red table talk
was gonna be anticipation.
It's gonna be anticipated. And people are going to tune into that one particular show.
They're going to be like,
and they're not even going to talk about
Red Table Talk May 5th. May 5th, let's talk about. We're going to talk. It's going to be the Will and Jada exclusive.
Exclusive.
It's going to be a month later. And they're going to be like, yeah. But see.
I got one better for you. That shit going to be February 14th, 2023. With Chris Rock, his wife.
How did she
and him too.
How did she
saw her husband get slapped on national television?
How we get to that? Okay, so listen. I saw something, right? So check this shit out, right? I read the whole thing, but I can't remember anything about it. But it was like, how come Jada didn't grab Will's arm when he got up? It was like a woman sometimes has to protect her husband from doing things too. Like, baby,
it ain't work.
I need you to calm down because we got this. This ain't worth it right here. So, in essence, how many women feel like so? How many women feel like at that point or in that instance that I need to protect my husband from himself? Because a lot of times in marriages and relationships, I think a woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a woman has the power. They have more power than they sometimes realize to protect the husband from himself. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we are taught to protect, taught to provide, taught to do anything.
Identity of the role.
Taught to do anything to make sure our family is good, right? So we'll do things like Will said.
Right.
Love makes you do some crazy things.
Right.
So in essence. That woman maybe should have protected himself.
He said,
protected her. I mean, that woman should have protected that dude from himself.
Ooh, but see, here goes that.
And I from time to time, I will put up a meme with Incredible Hulk.
Right.
And Bruce Banner, and it'll be like Incredible Hulk, and the woman comes and touches his face, and he turns back into Bruce Banner, basically. Right. And it's basically saying she calms him down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that woman that can just basically bring me down when I get to that point.
This is
and that's a protection. That's the protection. That's the protection of a woman. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a lot of layers in this shit. It's a lot of shit you go in.
Really.
But
let me do the Ohio Guru.
Okay, Ohio Guru. Okay, Ohio Guru coming to you right now.
Saying in reference to the Hulk. He's talking about how the Hulk gets when he turns green.
Yeah,
but that's in reference to the environment which he is in. And so the environment Will is in is the environment of his relationship. And he turns green because Chris Rock probably got away with something he can't get away with. He can't make no ball joke. So since he can't make no ball joke, Chris Rock can't make no ball joke. I feel you, Jay. You are deep. Man, y'all need to tune in and let's talk podcast.
He said, so Will was like that. Hi, wait a minute.
I can't do that.
I can't even do that. No, fuck you, nigga. I can't do that shit. If I can't do it, you can't do it either.
but all right, so maybe I'm different. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
But in what relationship? Because I know I do it with, you know what I'm saying, with people that I talk to. I do it with my family members. I do it with everybody that I have friendships, relationships with, right? So if I can't talk about you, can't nobody talk about you, right?
Oh, no.
But guess what? I'm going to talk my shit.
But here's the thing. So you're right. So, okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so let's put it this way in perspective, right? So as far as family and brothers and siblings and cousins and your wife and your kids or whatever, right? I'm gonna tell you now, me and this nigga joke all day.
All day long.
All day. We might even get personal all day long. It don't fucking matter.
Right.
But the minute you do it
Right.
on the outside,
Right.
as an outsider,
Right.
both of us gonna be like, we're gonna turn to you and be like, hold up, nigga. We didn't ask you to jump in there.
Stay in your lane, Sean.
Stay in your lane, Sean.
Can I do another?
Stay in your lane, Sean.
That's a great point.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, I want to share this. I had to think about that.
Yeah,
with you, I had to think about it. Somebody said that. Well, I'm like, damn, maybe I be too social with Jay. Maybe he don't be our relationship, friendship in the way.
No, that ain't it.
Because I'm like, I don't know if he be vibing on the joke I make sometimes. He be
you
serious
crazy.
shit,
But you family. But you family. You know that. You know that though. You family though. You know that. But that's also why if somebody else say something, I'll be like, nah, don't worry about it. He good. Right. And I've told people that. Right. And you might not know that, but I've told people that, like, don't worry about it. He good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me handle that. We good. Right. You don't need to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's family. That's how you supposed to do, right? Now, let me tell you the instance of the green thing, right? The green thing, right? Incredible Hulk, right? Okay. Let me tell you something, right? So, I had this instance in college, right? And yeah, well, we talk about it right now. I ain't get into too many details, right? Mm-hmm. But me and my people was out.
Okay.
Not my wife or whatever, not my ex-wife, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Just me and my friends.
Current status.
My current status is single as a motherfucker. Hey, ladies, how you doing?
Okay. So ex-wife.
How you doing? So listen, but what I'm saying is at the time she was my lady. Right. I went out with the fellas though. Right. And I use this example because I feel like if it was any different, it wouldn't have went down this way, right? So I am the ultimate peacemaker, right? Because my goal is when I'm out, my goal is to get home safely.
I agree.
Fuck it. Right. I don't give a fuck. What I have to do, I need to get home safely, right? Okay. But once you mess with the peacemaker and he starts to pop off, shit is gonna go to hell.
Shit's going left.
So that's exactly what happened. People got into it. My folks got into it. I said, hold up, cuz, let's go home. I told them exactly this, dog. One of my larger friends. And I said, and I'm kind of the one like we talk with. This my boy, my brother from another mother. So when I talk to him, he listens. Right. I said to him, dog, I grabbed him by his shoulder. I said, dog, fuck all this shit, man. We need to go. I said, I'm drunk. My lady is pissed off that I'm out here. Let's just go the fuck home. I want to go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Problem was, while I'm doing this, some nigga from the other side gets in my face and starts talking shit about whatever. Now, mind you, somebody went home with a jaw broken. Somebody else went home bloody, and none of it was us. But I feel like if my lady was there, or if a lady was there that had some influence on any one of us, it would have went down differently. You understand what I'm saying? Like, especially, and I promise you, if my lady was there, my lady at the time was there. First of all, she kind of pop offish, so I don't know. I'm not even sure that she did. But if she said to me, if she came to me in my face and said to me, "Let's go,"
what was the consequences of all of that, though? What was the consequences of all of that? All you just said was the consequences.
Well, one dude got his jaw almost broken.
Not
well, we home.
Not the result.
What was to you personally sharing the narrative?
Oh,
what was the like? Did you go to jail?
No. We got home. We left because one of my boys was like, "Dog, these are not security police no more. The police are coming. Y'all need to go." Right. So we left.
That's OG. Whoever told you that was an OG.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, we left. We went to my man's bar. We cooled down. Now I'm gonna tell you the repercussions for me. Right. Was when I got home because my lady didn't even want me to go out. She was not very happy with me in this situation.
She was upset and you got off with a broken jaw or two.
I didn't break my jaw. My jaw was fine.
I'm saying you got.
I mean, the nigga did hit me, but I didn't realize it.
I didn't say that. I said you got off with causing some pain and punishment.
Yes,
but you didn't receive.
No. It was no because we got out of here before.
Right.
We got out.
Nah, that's what we got away. I said disappear before.
Yeah, we got out. We got out. Yeah, we got out before.
So anytime you're in a space where you disappear before the cops come running, you're in the OG status. That means any original gangster female is gonna honor that.
Oh yeah,
she's bred from the house
she
or
definitely
bred from the street.
She definitely
she's gonna realize you are holding to standards. She definitely
said, well, she definitely was mad because I wasn't even supposed to be out there in the first place, but. Right. At the same time, she was glad I had
some good sex. You probably
no, I ain't get that.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I gotta hurt y'all.
So you got out when you got the fight in.
I didn't get breakfast. I didn't get no breakfast in the morning, but she ate.
You must have had a few babies already. Then
I did. I had one.
Okay, I'm just gonna understand.
We just had someone.
You said when outside.
I had a liquid. I had some liquid. But nah, it's just so the point is that I'm making is that if we were all out that night, if we were all out with our ladies that night, it probably would have never went down like that because they had a hold on us. Even his lady, and I'm saying nobody was there. None of the ladies was there, but they had a hold on us at the time because we were young and we were in love, and they would have had a hold on us to say, let's go home, let's be smarter than this and go home.
Can I give you some Bun B though? Let me give you some Bun B.
Oh, give me some Bun B.
Bun B though, man.
Give me some Bun B.
Man, ain't no going home in gladiator school, baby. Gladiators, man. We get off on that, man. What are you talking about?
I understand that. I understand that. But I will be honest with you. She was my Black Widow to my Incredible Hulk. She was the one. At the time, that's just what she was. It's just what it was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's what it was.
Kills their male mates.
Black Widow. I'm talking about in the Marvel. Did you watch?
In the Marvel. I don't even know about the Marvel. I'm talking about insects.
She the one. I'm talking about. She the one who. Yeah, no, right. She the one who. She kills her mate. Right. I ain't saying that. But she's the one who calmed down the Hulk. Anytime he needs to be calmed down, she say, "Give me a hand," and she calms him down.
For real? That's in the Marvel? I didn't even know that's what that was.
Yeah.
I know it was somebody coming. Right. Scarlett Johansson or somebody calming him down.
Yeah, she calmed him down.
But real Black Widow kills them.
Real Black Widow kills his mate. Bite his head off. I know. After they mate, they bite his head. I get that.
See, you deep. I didn't go that deep.
That's what she was to me at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she could calm me down. In that situation, she would have calmed me down. Yeah. She wasn't there. So
but that's
the nigga called the rave.
That's a good lead because this is what Dr. BOA said. I don't know if y'all tune in to Dr. BOA, but that's a good channel to tune in if you in the alpha male spirit. Okay. Dr. BOA be spin game. He talking about Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson is finna get a divorce from his wife for the second time. Okay. Now here goes the equation. His wife was already applied to divorce, so filed the paperwork. And
I think I heard about this. Go ahead.
Prior to him scoring the role in Blackish. Okay. And when he got the role in Blackish, she rescinded it. Oh wow. Stopped everything. And now at this current junction, she refiled. Now what is that about?
The show ended.
Because the show ended.
But I'm just saying, we talking about integrity and woman and male, female, male relationship.
I'm not sure if that had anything to do with love or anything. I think that had to do with the fact that she saw that this thing was about to pick up and move. So she was like, hold up, let me sit here for the ride for a minute. So
yeah, but she get about that, she ain't that bad. That's what's throwing me out. Like she ain't that bad. I wouldn't be tripping over this.
Listen. Let me tell you
I guess
something.
She got his baby.
I'm about to be on some OG shit. You ready? Right. David Justice. Back in the day, you know he was with Halle Berry, right? Right. Everybody was like, "You a fool for breaking up with Halle Berry." That nigga says, "Just because they fine, don't mean they ain't crazy." You understand what I'm saying?
They're right.
You understand what I'm saying? So he said, "You can tell me what you want to tell me. Yeah. She fine, but that bitch look crazy. So let me get away from her."
That's some knowledge.
So
you just became old. I do.
So I'm trying to tell you. That's what I learned right there. I said to David Justice, I said in my head, to David Justice, I said to him, you got a point, my man. You all right. Just because that bitch fine don't mean she ain't crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. And listen, his levels are crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too much of this. This is gonna be another show. But his levels are crazy, right? It's something that you can deal with, and it's a lot that you can't. And you gotta figure out your point, right?
That's exactly what it is.
And you gotta figure out your point, right?
Is it levels of crazy you can deal with it, or levels of respect?
It's levels of crazy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why. Right? It's a level of pretty to crazy, right? Fine to crazy, right? So
thin line.
The finer they are, the more crazy you might deal with. But there's always a line. There's always a line. It's just that the fine ones get a little bit more of a line. Their line keep moving, right?
Bullshit.
The line keep moving. I don't care what nobody say. Their line keep moving. But there's always a line. You understand? They just get more leeway than somebody that ain't as fine, right?
Oh, I got a random.
I don't know how far it goes with each person. Right. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? What you willing to deal with and how fine they are, whatever, right? But no matter what, there is a line, and there's different lines for. Now I'm not talking about the ones that you be like, this bitch, no man, she pretty, but she ain't got shit else. I'm talking about the ones that get you, right? Right. But they still look crazy, right? They get you because they got all they check all the boxes, right? But they look crazy. So you like this, she crazy, but she ain't that crazy. Right. But there's a line you get to, you be like, this bitch is fucking insane. I got to go.
Oh, you got a great topic.
I'm just saying.
You listen, this is the point you drive to. Because this is what you make me want to say. Yeah. This is my question. Is there a level of beauty that you're willing to pay for? Like, is there a big... No,
you mean pay for
a pretty
monetarily
woman.
Or just
is there a pretty woman? Is there a pretty woman? Cause let me give you the dynamic of the equation now. Mm-hmm. This is the dynamic of the equation now. And this is going to go viral. I'm a viral type of person. Okay. Sydney Christian, which is somebody I just randomly stumbled across on IG, I think. Okay. But here's the thing. Sydney led me to Nipsey Hussle, who is an icon at this point in the black culture. So I was like, okay. And Sydney has been this, and she was like the next Kimora Lee Simmons to me, like somebody kind of like, okay, Russell and all, and I done went through and kind of met for and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, bad.
Right.
AB put her on blast, not Adrian, but I mean Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Put her on blast because he say, well, no, he didn't say, but she kind of confirmed the fact that they were together, and he hit that box. And I stopped following her when I found out she had a boyfriend. I'm like that on IG. I find out she had I'm sorry, lady. It's just the way it is.
Oh, she fired. I'm following. Wait a minute. Who is this nigga? Never mind. I ain't following.
Yeah. I don't want to entanglement. You know what I'm saying? And so he just, this is all current stuff now. So he said, look, bitch, if you don't return my $5,000, I'm going to put your ass on blast. But I feel like she ain't but 25. And you know how 25 sound to you right now, so don't even act like you don't want to smile. Shit me. Okay?
Shit. Hello. It sound like.
Stop. Okay. So when all that being said, he posted a picture of him being in the bed and everything. Like, if you don't return my, and she comes back talking about, oh, whatever we can do to kid. Cause she been fucking around with Deshaun Jackson. And I'm like, this nigga went out on the end cause all he wanna do is let everybody know he got this pussy and got down. And so this shit get murky, man. This shit been on my mind for the last 2 days. I'm glad you had this show.
Well,
so I'm just saying, is there a level of that you willing to compensate? Like, just say if money wasn't an option, is there a level of entertainment and a degree of beauty that you say I'm willing to pay for it? Without having all how you talking about all this and the other?
Nah. That's because okay, so
she can be disrespectful and everything as long as she bad.
Nah, that just go to show you that you don't really give a fuck about yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about
but okay, so like I said, there's a line always, right? There's always a line. Okay, it's a line. So like
it might be thin, but it's always a line.
It's always a line. Okay, so let me tell you this. Let me say this. I have had situations, right? I'm gonna use a situation I had. It's a friend of mine. Wait, know her. You know who she is. She fine. She fine as fucking. She built different. She's fine. And we had a thing, like not a thing, but like we hung out a lot together, right?
You was in her presence.
And We had a we hung out a lot. Like at some point, probably I don't know, but like maybe something could have came out of it. I don't know, but we were friends. But you know, we got in an argument, and mind you, I could have put that line further than the way I put it because she was fine,
Right.
but I didn't because she she didn't attack me, but I felt like we was having an argument about her attacking me about certain things, right? So I wasn't gonna let that go. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say what you want to say, but there's always a line. And I felt like and we cool now, but like it's never I don't think it's ever gonna be the same as before because she I felt like she attacked me on certain things.
Did she attack you or did she attack your character?
Okay. Well, that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
That's what I mean by that. So, yes. And we got into a big argument before I took her home. We got into a big argument. And I didn't talk to her after that. We didn't talk for about a year, like a solid year. And then we got back up. We just started talking, but I don't think it'll ever be the same. But it wasn't because I didn't take no when you start attacking a person. I have or me. Let me say me. Everybody doesn't have the same line, but I know most of the fellas I know. If you start attacking me as a person,
right,
my character or whatever,
right,
or if I think you are,
right,
then we gonna have an issue. I don't care how fine you are. It's just
right,
we gonna have an issue.
right.
And that's where my you know what I'm saying, like if you look crazy like jealous type or whatever, whatever. Because sometimes it's like, damn, baby, you really like me that much, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But that kind of stuff, man. You don't get no leeway from me with that. Like you don't attack me because I love myself too much, and I defend myself enough. To, you know what I'm saying.
So you just smack Chris Rock too, is basically what you're saying.
Well, he didn't attack me, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's just probably so because he attacking my family. Like you still like I hold my family is big to me, and we can tell you, and anybody will tell you, anybody that's been around me or anybody that knows that I say that's my family or just like that's my people, you don't attack them like that. You just don't. And then, regardless of what you know or not, if they got some kind of disease or some kind of disorder or whatever, and you will start attacking, I don't give a fuck if you know it or not. We got a problem, and we're gonna have a problem. I don't care the time, place, or wherever. We're gonna have a problem. Matter of fact, the last brawl I got into, it was on the street in DC. Because people was attacking my family. Not my blood, but my family. Your cousin, my homeboy. They was attacking them verbally, and they threatened bodily harm, and that was not the way to go. You understand what I'm saying? So we was on the streets of DC. Was that the time and place? Probably not. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. There are police going up and down the streets trying to clear the streets anyway. But that didn't matter to me because they're attacking my family.
Let me clarify this. Time and place means only when you have the authority to control the narrative. I get it. I mean that OGs can pop off anytime they want because they can control the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened. So I had to make sure
that my family was good. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So you always want to make sure that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what happened. I made sure, and it was.
Well, actually, I'm just gonna say if I was given the same equation to me and Will, and Jada, and all this equation, and I was Chris Rock, I would have had to have a reaction that establish my masculinity. I'm worth too much of a bag for you just to slap me and me not to have a gut reaction. But you reaction is gonna be to knock a motherfucker out.
And that your reaction would be like a lot of people's.
Come on now.
But then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if he didn't knock me down,
a good basketball.
if he didn't knock me down, now if he knocked me down, I gotta get up first.
And that's a great point you just brought up, right? So I think had Chris would have fell to the ground, I think he would have reacted. But since it was more like,
since he took that jump, he
took it.
He kind of ate that slap though. He kind of ate that jump. He kind of
I haven't just watched the whole play.
He kind of ate that jump.
I think it's a distraction.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I promise you, I think it's a distraction.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's always a distraction.
It's always a distraction.
Always.
I ain't gonna lie though. He kind of ate that jump. He was like, "Boom."
Like he took it, rolled.
That's
with
what
it.
I'm saying. And I saw that part, so I'm like,
it was more so like, nigga, that's all you got.
If you hurt my pride, if you hurt my flesh,
well, he
I'm
did
gonna
say
have a good reaction. Either say, "Fuck you, motherfucker, what's wrong with you?" Or I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. Them the only two options. Ain't no other time about. We gonna just.
But and like I said earlier,
well, they said he said his mama hit harder, so I don't know.
Chris was really.
I got the piss.
Chris was thinking about his bag.
Yeah, I agree. I
really believe that. I believe that.
And that I don't particularly agree with Chris's reaction. I don't particularly agree with Will's actions. You know what I'm saying? But in my personal opinion, and for people that know me, like, hey, look, so I'm like, me and you gonna have some words after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I might not have reacted then and there because, you know, it wasn't the time or place. Well, I'm gonna just say it wasn't the time because there's always nothing but space and opportunity for anything to happen. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I just would have, hey, look, so I'm like, next commercial break, I gotta have some words.
We gotta have some words. We're gonna have some words.
And in a situation, granted, that it was a joke. And maybe I'm looking at it differently because I'm a jokester myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to think of myself as a comedian. Other people might not think so, but I think I'm a funny guy. But, you know, it's just like, you know, like, Slim, like, come on, bro. Like,
well, here's the thing.
My thing is, and I've said it on numerous occasions, and for people that know me, bro, the American society has gotten so fucking soft over the past 10, 15 years.
That's a whole other conversation because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the youth and this generation has gotten soft because everybody wants to be cancer. Everybody wants cancer. Everybody for making a little joke about somebody else, whatever. But let me just say this though. So I agree with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
A comedian is a comedian or whatever, right? So I do still think there's a line, but did
he cross the line?
Wait a minute. I feel like there's a line that you cross, but there doesn't have to be physical violence at this line, right? So when you cross that line, there's always I feel like there always should be a warning, right? So like I said, like you said, if you cross that line, if I feel like you cross that line, then I need to warn you. All right, dog, listen, let me tell you something. Ha ha ha, funny, but listen, don't do that shit no more because that's crossing the line. Like you crossing the line with me right now. Physical violence, I think, should be
physical violence should always be the last resort.
I think physical violence should be met with physical violence.
Agreed.
I don't think words should be met with physical violence most of the time. Let me say most of the time. But I really believe that.
Oh man, y'all just stop. Y'all need to stop, man. Y'all keep going deep and deep.
I really believe that. I really believe that. I believe in that instance. He should have said, "Dog, you need to cut that shit up." I think he should have just said.
All you had to do was say, "Watch your fucking mouth."
Yeah, I think he should have did that.
He should have said it first instead of saying that second.
Yeah, he should have said instead of saying that, he should have said, "Load up, cuz. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. If you do that shit again, you say that shit again, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Instead of doing it back.
Or you gonna have to see me in the back."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because they're words. They're still words.
Right.
They're still words. Because I'm gonna tell you something. My father always taught me, like, he always said to me, no matter how people say something to you, listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. Now, if you feel like they're disrespecting you, let them know. Listen, Doc, I don't feel like your tone or whatever you said to me was respectful. So I need you to be respectful because if you're not, then we're gonna have a problem. And you can take that for what you want, a threat or a promise, but understand this. If you get disrespectful for me with me again,
Ain't gonna be pretty.
that problem is coming to your face. You understand? Like, it's coming to your front yard, and you need to deal with it right there.
The disrespect.
But I'm gonna give you the warning. That's what I'm saying. That's why I always say I'm gonna give you a warning.
Let me ask you this. This is a psychoanalysis.
Because even with that fight I was talking about, the one when I said we was out with I told this dude. He said to me before I even got busy. He said to me, "Y'all need to get out of here. Y'all know who y'all fucking with."
Right.
I said to him, "This is my exact words. I don't give a fuck who you are, or what's going on. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who this nigga is or this nigga is. But if y'all got a problem, we can settle this shit right now." Mm-hmm. So, some security guard or whatever came between us. He threw a shot, and that was the last shot he threw that night. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, I don't give a fuck who you are. Right. You ain't paying none of my. You ain't doing shit for me. I don't give a fuck who you are. So if we got a problem, we gonna settle this shit right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
but with that scenario,
so I told him
the repercussions of that equation would have came directly from that person, and it would have had any effect on your financial equation other than the.
Well, if I got caught in jail, but yeah, right. But we got out of hand
has on millions of dollars.
Yeah, but that's also why I said when you got that kind of status and stature, sometimes you got to think
have a real contrived.
Because it's the bag. Because like you said, it's a bag.
You have a real contrived.
It's all about the bag. You got to think about that shit.
All right, sir.
You got to really think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, whatever happens, it's all about the bag.
It's all about the bag.
You got to secure that bag. You got to keep the bag.
Right.
And sometimes, like,
and what he did was
sometimes.
But listen, this is what I wanted to say. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good, bro.
All I wanted to say, because what he had said earlier was the fact that everything y'all are saying is to the point that just recently the Oscars, the Academy Awards, was being blacklisted, was being niggas don't attend.
Because we didn't win. We don't win like that.
But what I'm saying is that when they got blacklisted or when they got ostracized for not nominating black actors for certain roles, they lost ratings, right? And this is the rebound.
I'm sorry,
this is the rebound. What nigga ain't talking about this? Sorry for the French, y'all, but I mean, I've been drinking.
But then at the same time, like, you got to look at it too, right? So we can go down the list of famous actors and actresses that should have gotten Academy Awards for certain performances that they did not get. And
definitely.
Past last year, everybody was boycotting.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. But Denzel should have won that job a long time ago.
Training Day, one of the greatest movies.
But it's a lot of stuff he should have won that job before.
No, you know what I hate?
Bro, for real, I can't remember if it was before or after. I think he should have got one for Remember the Titans.
Malcolm X, stop playing.
You said what?
Malcolm X?
No.
Oh, hands down.
I'm gonna tell you what another one. You check this out.
No, we talking about Denzel Washington.
You remember?
Different than Will Smith.
But do you remember?
The Titans, that wasn't Will Smith.
No, he's talking about Denzel.
I'm talking about Denzel. Denzel should have got one.
We talking about he should have won before that. So you remember Ricochet?
No, the point is,
do you remember Ricochet?
Nah, I don't really remember Ricochet.
It was it's maybe a little bit before. Go watch Ricochet. Right. He does it in that jump. I mean, he does it in that jump.
This is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I feel like they used that scene to overcast the fact that Denzel Washington presented to Samuel L. Jackson a Lifetime Achievement Award. No. And all he did was call out the organization Samuel L. Jackson had been donated to. All he did was that. And they overshadowed that with the Will Smith shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. They did.
Come on, a Lifetime Achievement Award, Samuel L. Jackson.
Deep Blue Sea.
Snakes on a plane.
Y'all know all that. I know. When the motherfucker wallet say? Read the name on the wallet.
Listen.
It said bad motherfucker.
Listen,
yes,
let me tell you something.
that's me.
Let me tell you something. Ain't no nigga, ain't no brother ever been in a movie where they done chained up a white girl, Black Snake Moan, and got away with it, and been okay with it.
But still
ain't nobody done that.
He told the motherfucker wait.
And then everybody was okay with it. Like, everybody was okay with it.
I agree. But listen, he told the motherfucker what? The motherfucker robbing his restaurant. He said, read the motherfucking wallet. Wallet said, bad motherfucker. And from that point forward, he coined the word motherfucker. Yeah. How many folks you know can coin a word?
Him and Bernie Mac.
Nah,
Bernie Mac. I agree. Bernie Mac too.
And what's my other dude? My dude from The Wire. She.
Sam Jack selling what he's selling? Not American Express. He's selling some kind of card.
Capital One.
And
the game with him and Charles and all that. Yeah.
He coined the term.
But anyway, so
they did all that, overshadowed that, man. They overshadowed that with that bullshit. He slapped somebody.
It was crazy.
I just say hold on. Let's say this. Let's take this, and then they're gonna be my last.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up in a minute. Okay, got it.
What about this? If you had the opportunity to gain a bag, and a motherfucker slipped up and slapped you, you mean you gonna turn it down?
Oh no, we gonna get that bag.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not sacrificing my bag. I gotta get my bag at all times.
You definitely gotta get that bag. But
listen, sometimes we do sacrifice our bag for a greater cause, but I don't see the cause in this situation where a bag.
No, he did right. Listen, for real. Chris Rock did right. I mean,
I
I understand.
wouldn't press charges, but a silver suit.
I understand what everybody said. Chris Rock probably should have did this, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna tell you, Chris Rock about to get that bag plus bags.
Nah, if his ticket sales went
up, he'll get bags plus bags. He's gonna get bags on top of bags. So he did the right thing.
And I'm gonna say this, and then we can go. But at the end of the day, there's one thing that definitely needs to happen. Will, Jada, God damn it, go to counseling.
Yeah. Jesus touched him. I touched him just then.
Go to counseling, man.
Jesus be the fence.
That shit is not. What a young kid say now? That is not it.
Listen,
that is not it.
Listen.
My man is in a sunken place for real. He need to get out.
And on that note,
you are now tuned in to the Talk Your Shit podcast.
We will be back.
See y'all, man.
We will be back. We're going to give us a couple weeks. Hopefully, maybe next week. We'll see if we can get back next week.
Man,
maybe. If not, next time we on your Tizzoo. Hey, listen. We're going to talk about, you know what? We're going to leave that as a surprise because this next topic is going to be some crazy shit.
If you talking about what I think you're talking about, we're going to be talking about a whole lot.
It's going to be some crazy shit, right? So please tune in. If you don't tune in, we're going to go on YouTube. We're going to send out the link. Make sure you listen to the show. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate everybody that was here. Everybody's listening now.
And we're going to rebroadcast.
What's up? You guys up?
Yeah, hey, one more time. Thanks again to our sponsors, TNT Logistics. Go ahead, y'all. Man, check them out, man. IG, the letter T, the word and, the letter T, Logistics. Check them out.
And check out my man Harvey 743-789-4745.
Instagram. Already listen here.
Got all them numbers.
I got an original rap album coming to y'all from a 45-year-old. Already, I'm gonna be 50. This is gonna be my first album. But I'm gonna tell you what. I started on Talk Your Shit podcast. You hear me? The first place I started.
But listen, we gonna have you to listen. Where's the next topic? You gonna have to be in the building because this next topic is gonna be kind of crazy.
Bonkers.
You ain't talked about it when we get off air, but this shit gonna be interesting. You're gonna wanna be right here. I'm trying to tell you.
Make sure y'all tune in.
So listen.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Tune in. We'll be here. Like, comment, subscribe. You heard what he said.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
You know what I'm saying? Let people know we out here, man. We talk about some real shit all the fucking time. Real shit, real topic.